I'm Kathy Black, Head of Real Estate Development at Fiera Real Estate. So my role there really is to manage all of the development funds and then operationally across all of the funds within Canada on Fiera Real Estate's platform. We are driving most of the development activity, engaging with partners. So working alongside them across the various markets, all the key markets in the country, just to develop ground-up development. The market conditions in the last 24 months has been really interesting for sure, but that also presents an opportunity for us. So I find that the deals over the last 12 to 24 months, the structure has changed in that it's really a pro forma by pro forma basis exercise that we're doing. It's not your very typical standard buying land, going through entitlements, but land is now required at different stages, a lot of it through power of sale, through banks, and developers not being able to manage and continue to pay down on their financing. So opportunities present itself for others who are better capitalized. They're buying it there. And so for us, we are looking at it from a different point of view and a different phase, I would say. So it's not your standard way of developing anymore. It's really more in terms of more efficient timing, I would say. So that's a really great question, because across the country right now, different municipalities are coming out with different policies. So we're having to monitor that alongside the partners and seeing what's better in terms of timeline. The enabling policies are really what's driving a lot of that development activity and trying to reduce the timeline for that. Vancouver has been, I would say, at the forefront and leading a lot of that over the last 3 years, and we've benefited from that as well. So really looking to see what corridor plans and where within the city, what asset class it's really driving, what incentives are also provided for that, and then trying to lock into that instead of reinventing the wheel and like forcing something that, in a neighborhood where you have to battle the residents in the city. That's such a good question, and I was just lecturing at the University in Toronto, and that was one of the first questions. Like, a lot of the female students in the class was really asking and driving for that, as to the industry, it's not that diverse, and so how do you as a woman stand in this industry and feel like you belong or make a place for yourself? So I would say that we do work alongside very collaborative peers, and so even though it might be a different gender, you may look different, their inclusivity of your ideas and all that will change that type of narrative in the future. I think that if you come up with a good strategy and you yourself are presenting it, that's going to change just the future conversations. It's not so much deferring to, a specific person or a specific type, but if you can come up with the strategies and you have that confidence, that's really how you create a space for yourself in terms of the industry itself. In terms of diversity and inclusion, it's really mentorship programs. And so each firm, if you can come up with a mentorship program, and this is always an internal battle for me, because I always want to hire based on merit and not just because of the way that you look. But if we create a lot of these, good educational and mentorship programs, then I think that will fill the ladder in terms of merit, because then now you have more qualified people in, that are a little bit more diverse filling in these roles. And if we can start even in high school, where you're introducing this industry. When I was in high school, I didn't even know this job existed. So let's not just wait until everyone's in university having kind of decided what they want to do in their career, but really starting a little bit younger, planting that seed, having them understand that there are these different options. I think that would be a good start. So for that, you have to not be static. I think the worst thing is to think that every single project is going to be the same, every single process is going to be the same. The one thing that you can guarantee is that every single day is going to be different, every project's going to be different, market conditions change, and so you have to pivot. So the way that I would drive it is really just, staying in tune in terms of what's happening within the market and trying to pivot, in that direction. to try to improve that. And of course, with our strategies with the different funds, it's a risk-adjusted return that we have to make sure that we're constantly measuring. So trying to be nimble and just respond to what the market is giving back to you. That's how we can drive that the growth that we need.